Hello Capricorn and welcome to Wild Magnolia Tarot. My name is Maddie and this is going to be your weekly reading for August 16th through the 22nd. Quick disclaimer, this is a general reading and cannot possibly resonate with everyone, so take what does resonate and leave what doesn't. And if none of it resonates, check out one of the readings for your other signs or go check out some of the other glorious readers on this platform who may have something more attuned to your situation this week. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a doctor, lawyer, physician, therapist, etc. I am simply a girl with a passion for the tarot, and anything I say resembling advice is based solely on my opinion, my experiences, my own personal knowledge, my interpretations of the cards, and any other little bits and pieces that may come to me intuitively during the reading. So, I do want to apologize for not getting readings up last week. We've had a lot of crazy weather that's created a lot of damage. We've been losing electricity, so I just haven't gotten a lot done recently. But I'm here now, and hopefully I will be getting back on my regular schedule again from here on out. So I'm also going to be doing a little bit of a different spread this week. I'm just trying different things until something sticks. I am still starting out with an archetype card, though, and Capricorn, this week you guys got the Ring. Okay, so this can have to do with a commitment or something of that nature, but also the ring represents cycles, okay, the circle of life, the endless cycle of eternity, our connection to eternity. This can have some very deep meanings for many of you guys this week, so keep that in mind. I'll get a better idea for how this applies in this reading as we get more cards on the table, but that whole idea of the cycle of life really is what I'm getting from this right now in this moment. So we'll just prop that up right there. Okay, so I'm going to pull a few cards from the Lenormand deck. Lenormand? I've been corrected before. I don't know how to really say it. These cards are meant to be read in pairs or multiples though, so I am going to go ahead and get them all on the table before I explain what we've got. Okay, so let's see this. Oh, right. This is going to be the main situation for you guys this week. Whatever it is that's most important that you'll be dealing with this week, that's what I'm going to try to describe for you guys right now. So we have the Heart. Let's see. The Stork. And the Bouquet. So we have something, okay, so the stork is the center of the situation. It's the center of the three cards. So this has to do with migration, movement, change, okay? To the left we have the Heart, so matters of the heart. This could be a very emotional progression for you guys, emotional migration. We also have the Bouquet, which has a lot to do with happiness. It could also indicate flattery as well, but considering what we've got here, I feel like you guys are making some kind of changes, or you're going through a transition in your life where you're evolving on an emotional level. Okay, you're starting to realize what's important to you, what makes your heart happy, and you're moving towards that. Moving away from something in the past, especially because we have the Ring here. Okay, so this is a beginning, I think, of a new cycle for you guys, where you're able to let go of beliefs, ideas, or situations that were not making you happy, that were holding you down, that were. It could also have to do with emotional wounds, emotional pain that has stopped you from being able to grow, or it has made things difficult for you. You're letting go of that as you move forward here, as you transition, I suppose, is all I can really think of, this transitional force, but it is on an emotional level, okay, and you are being propelled towards finding what truly does make you happy. This could have to do with the relationship, or this could just be generally your whole life could be changing right now, changing where you work, changing how you live, changing the people that you surround yourself with in order to better align with your core values. So now that we've got those on the table, we'll go ahead and we'll pull some tarot cards. First, I'll start out by clarifying those 3 cards that we've got out already. So let's clarify the heart first. Clarify the heart for Capricorn, please. So we have the 9 of Cups, and it did come out in reverse. So this kind of does confirm to me what I just said about moving away from a way of life that was not making you happy. Okay, in pursuit of whatever it is that you dream of, whatever it is that you wish for, that you feel would make you happy, genuinely. Okay, so you may have experienced some disappointment recently as well. That could be indicated by that 9 of Cups being in reverse. But it's pushing you in a better direction. It is catalyzing a very deep change within yourself. And so even if you have experienced a disappointment of some kind, the product of that is obviously going to be very positive once you move through the emotions and once you start to sort yourself out. So now I'm going to look at the relationship between the heart and the stork. I'm going to clarify that. The connection between the heart and the stork. So we have the 10 of Rods. Again, confirming what I said a moment ago about the closing of an old cycle and the beginning of something new. Laying down a burden of some kind. I think this relates directly to this 9 of Cups in reverse. Perhaps this is something that you chased, something that you thought you really wanted, and when you got it, it didn't give you the meaning or the fulfillment that you thought it would. And so this 10 of Rods is an expression of you giving that up, basically. Realizing, learning something about yourself in that moment when you get what you want and you realize that it doesn't make you happy. You learn something about yourself. You learn something about your values, about what does truly make you happy. You get to know yourself on a deeper, more emotional level. And then that allows you to release this disappointment and anything else from the past that may hold you back and move forward freely to move in whatever direction your heart pulls you. Okay, so now I'm going to pull a card for the stork. I'm going to clarify the stork. We have the Ace of Blades, Ace of Swords. So this is a new, I often see this as like a new investigation, a new question, a new line of inquiry, exploring new concepts, new ideas, a new perspective for you guys, okay? This is that new beginning. This is the end, literally the 10 and the Ace. This is the end, and this is the beginning. And that is the whole point of the stork to begin with. So this is already flowing together very nicely. So now I'm going to pull a card to give us an idea of what that bouquet is about and the relationship between the stork and the bouquet, although I think we already have a good idea of what the relationship is there. You're moving towards happiness. You're trying to find what it is that truly gives your life meaning. And you may have a better understanding of that now because there's also an implication of maturity here. Okay, you have matured. Something, you may have experienced something recently. And you've grown up. It's just you've grown up a lot. Okay, you've graduated from one level to the next. And now you're free to truly find what satisfies your soul. Okay, so let's clarify that bouquet. So we have the King of Swords. And this is all about finding your truth and living your truth. So this is in reverse. And so that does indicate that you still have a lot of exploring to do. You're still in the process of getting to know yourself, figuring out what your truth really is, so that you can make decisions and live a life that is aligned with that truth. But the motivation and the desire is there. The maturity is there. You are definitely ready for this. It's just about finding what it is exactly, and that's learned through experience. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to clarify each of these cards with more tarot cards from a different deck. This is a new deck I just got. It's the Cosmos Tarot, and I do want to say before I pull these cards that it is a little bit different from the traditional tarot system. So some of the astrological what's the word I'm looking for? Connections, associations. Some of the astrological associations are different in this deck. Some of the meanings are a little bit different, but all in all, it is still a tarot deck, and I really love it, and I think it adds an extra level of understanding to these key concepts of the tarot. So I want to throw that out there for anybody who is familiar with the tarot who might be confused at what I'm putting out here. Okay, so let's clarify that 9 of Cups in reverse. And I got 2 cards, and I think it's funny. They popped up in different parts of the deck, first of all, because I shuffle sloppy. They're both in reverse. And one is Canis Minor. So that is acknowledgement, devotion, and modesty. And Canis Major, which is the quest, solitary journey, and pursuit of wisdom. They're both in reverse, but this is clarifying this 9 of Cups in reverse. So I think that whatever this has to do with, whatever this disappointment was, you were not chasing wisdom. You were not looking for that deeper meaning yet in your life. Or maybe you thought you were, but you were chasing something more superficial or something on the material levels, and you just didn't have a good concept of what really held meaning to you. And so that's why these 2 cards, in my opinion, are in reverse. Oh, I forgot to tell you what tarot cards they are. Sorry. This is the Hermit in reverse, and this is the Page of Earth, or the Page of Pentacles. So this just indicates inexperience and a little bit of immaturity. Not in the past recognizing what was most important, and not being connected to, again, this sense of that eternal circle of existence and life. Okay, so you may have a sense at this time of a greater connection to, like, the all that is, connection to other people. You may be coming into that sense of being a part of a greater whole and looking for meaning on a more spiritual level, is kind of what that's indicating to me. Let's go ahead and clarify that 10 of Rods. I do love that both of those, the Canis Minor and the Canis Major, came out together, because I shuffled the shit out of these cards. But even if I didn't, they're not next to each other in order. I don't know. What am I saying? Okay. Let's clarify 10 of Rods, please. So we have Delphinus, which is the Knight of Pentacles, or the Knight of Earth. Goodwill, compassion, and altruism. Again, this connects to me to the that feeling of being part of a greater whole and finding your place within the macrocosm of the universe and all of the forces that exist within it, and having a sense of connection to other people in their experience of being human on this planet at this time. You know, this disappointment, whatever this is, may have cut you down a notch. It may have, what's the word I'm looking for? Humbled you. It humbled you. And it may have been painful or potentially intimidating or frightening, but it just gave you a better sense of how important and what it really means to be alive, and what it really means to be human and a part of this world. which is a beautiful thing, truly. So let's go ahead and clarify this Ace of Swords. We have the Three of Earth, Leo Minor, development, apprenticeship, and initiation, which is perfect. You may be going on a bit of a philosophical journey now, or like a spiritual journey, basically. And because we have apprenticeship as part of that, then you're going to be seeking out a lot of knowledge and information from people who perhaps, this could be people in your life who are more mature, who have experienced a lot more on a spiritual level. You could also be seeking out this information just out in the world by reading, philosophical or spiritual texts, looking for answers, looking for meaning. I get that you're looking for meaning here now, and you have an idea now of where meaning will be found, but now you want to understand it. You want to learn about it. This is like a very much student type energy that you guys are in right now. Exploring a whole new realm of existence that is spirituality and, spirituality. Okay, now I'm going to clarify the King of Blades in reverse. Clarify that King of Blades in reverse, please. Okay, so we have I threw it. We have the Queen of Water. Let's see, can we focus? Which is associated with the constellation Grus, longevity, commitment, and eternity. This is directly connected to the ring as well. So this has to do with looking for that deeper meaning of life, or your life in particular, but also having an understanding of yourself on an emotional level, being connected to your subconscious self, your intuition, being connected to that flowing water type energy that carries our emotions, that connects us to one another. If water in the tarot is akin to love, right? We're all floating in this ocean together. Every human being on this planet. And I think you're starting to get a sense of that, where you're just one of many on the roller coaster of life, and you want to reach out and explore other people, or the connections that you can create with other people, as well as, just what it means to be a part of that ocean. I guess I'm having a hard time coming up with words to describe what I'm seeing in my mind right now, but this could also be a newfound devotion to your spirituality, and to love and kindness and compassion as a whole. A new way of seeing not only yourself, but everyone else in your life, everyone else around you, having more compassion for other people, and being able to see the ways in which you are similar to others, no longer feeling necessarily like you're separate or individual from anybody else, and realizing that we're all just, sewn together with the same thread, basically. Hopefully that makes sense. So we'll go ahead now and we will switch to the Oracle cards, and this is going to be just any extra insight or advice from Spirit that'll be helpful to you guys this week, or helpful to you in this situation in general. So let's go ahead and we'll start out with a Cosmos Oracle card. Additional advice or insight for Capricorn this week, please. Mercury. business, salesmanship, and fabrication. But another very important aspect of Mercury is communication. So this could indicate that there could be a lot for you to gain from communicating with other people on this topic, asking other people for their ideas, their theories, their experiences, where they're at in their spiritual journey, in their search for meaning. Just asking other people what life means to them, sharing what life means to you. Okay? And communicating is another way that we reach out and we connect to other people floating in this ocean, this spiritual, emotional substance that we all exist and operate within. Communication is key. So reach out, talk to people. And this could be people that you already know. This could be reaching out to other people online. Whatever that means to you, whatever avenue you decide to explore, communicating with other people, making those interpersonal connections. Okay. So next we have Jet. Okay. Clear blockages and focus on pure goals. And I think that this would probably have to do with the pure goal of finding the deepest meaning in your life. Okay, I know I'm repeating myself. I'm a broken record here. But everything that's coming out up to this point really is just confirming what I've said since the beginning of this reading. So basically, I think that some of you guys may have had an experience recently that's really shifted your perspective and given you a new outlook on life. And it's given you some kind of curiosity or some kind of motivation. You're feeling pulled in a spiritual direction where you want to explore spirituality, you want to explore philosophy, things of that nature. Okay, so focusing on pure goals for you guys, or at least for some of you guys, may be, perhaps in the past your goals were accumulating material things, or having to do with some superficial relationships, things of that nature. Okay, so this is about focusing your energy on knowledge, understanding, compassion, and positivity. When it says focus on pure goals, I think that just means, coming from a place of love and just searching for meaning and understanding at the core. Not looking to satisfy any kind of superficial desire, but to truly dig deep and find that thread that connects everybody together. Understanding, the simplest, or reaching even just the simplest understanding of the complexity of the universe and what it means to be alive. So lots of big, big questions here for you guys this week. Really hard for me to, put into words in a short 30-minute reading, when it really is the answer to life is what you're looking for. And so this is just advising you to focus on that. Put your energy into that focus. Don't focus your energy on anything that is potentially just a distraction or something that doesn't really hold any deep value for you. Okay. So I'll get 2 more cards out for you guys before we wrap this up. We have the iguana, contentment and satisfaction. To me, this has to do with enjoying the moment, gratitude, living for now, and making sure that every moment that you live is a moment of love and joy and, contentment, being happy with what you have as you move through life, as you flow through life, as you gain wisdom, as you gain information, as you make new connections. This is about appreciating each moment for what it is, what it has to offer you, what it gives you. Which hopefully, if your heart and your mind are in the right place, and you have opened yourself up to this unconditional love of the universe, that is what you will receive in each moment. So it's all about being able to see that, be open to it. And then also, I think it's about giving that back to the universe in the form of, loving the people around you unconditionally and sharing positivity with the world as you move through this process. And as you learn more about yourself in this transition. Okay, so one more oracle card for you guys, and then we'll wrap it up. This is actually probably going to be one of my shortest readings this week, but it's so complex. How about that? We have two. Two came out for you guys. First, we have the Eye of the Unseen. Okay, so this kind of confirms what I was talking about. Okay, exploring these esoteric, metaphysical, spiritual concepts, the things you can't see, and understanding just how much of an effect and how much importance these things hold in our lives. And then we also have Revelation's Call. The revelation of information, the revelation of understanding. This is potentially some kind of life-changing realization that is occurring to you at this time. It's like you're waking up. Maybe you've already been in the process of awakening, but whatever this was here, this Nine of Cups in reverse, this just triggered it triggered your own revelation, almost like an apocalypse. If you look up the meaning of that word, it's the revelation of information, the revelation of truth that shakes up your whole world, destructs all of these preconceived ideas and mental structures that we have created to understand the world, tearing that all down, that to allow you to rebuild your perspective, your values and your goals on truth and reality as it actually is, and on that sense of unconditional love and spirituality. All very deep stuff going on for you guys this week, Capricorn. This is a major transition for you guys, and I think that it all starts with the heart here. And this could have to do literally with opening your heart chakra, clearing blockages. We do have clearing blockages here, so you guys may benefit from meditation, dream work, shadow work, just doing a lot of spiritual work on yourself and reading. There are many texts out there. You just search up spiritual concepts and you dig in. I mean, you must have some idea because you're here watching a tarot reading, right? So, throw yourself into it. You're being called to explore this, to find your truth so that you can live it, so that you can actually be that living, full expression of your own spiritual truth, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. It's a very beautiful process, truly. It's amazing. It really is. So that's what I've got for you guys this week, Capricorn. That's it. Just a little bit of something. But if you guys enjoyed this reading, if it resonated, please feel free to like this video and subscribe to my channel so that you can get notified when I upload new videos, which is usually, hopefully, every single week, assuming that we still have electricity next week. And other than that, I will see you guys next time around.